This is new. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Verdict Podcast. Welcome on into the courtroom. Get on in here. Court is in session. Let's go. Um, Change of scenery for me, obviously, right? It's different. I know you're used to seeing a bed behind me, and you're used to being a little bit darker, but also a little bit brighter. It's weird. Change. That's what this industry I'm in. It is what it is. Uh, my roommate is currently grinding it out on his PC right now. I think he's playing Elden Ring. I don't know if any of y'all are into that. Let me know down below in the comments below if you rock with Elden Ring like that. You know, what's your Elden Ring score, whatever it is like that. I don't know that game, so I couldn't tell you. But let's get on into it. So I saw something on the Shade Room, which shout out to the Shade Room, great source of content for any of you wanting to start a podcast out there and you need content and things to talk about. You go to the Shade Room. Let me tell you, I saw something on the Shade Room earlier that I wanted to speak on, which I thought was really funny, but it begs a good question. It begs a really good question. So on the Shade Room here it says, "This is a serious post. This is." Three boys underscore one goal. So shout out to you, three boys underscore one goal. He's a dad, and he posted a picture of him changing his son in a men's bathroom. He goes, "This is a serious post. What's the deal with not having changing tables in men's bathrooms as if we don't exist? Hashtag fathers lives matter, FLM. Clearly, we do this often because look how comfortable my son is. It's routine to him. Let's fix this problem. I Kaepernick drop Anita this issue at the Shade Room. Let's show the innovation of fathers." All right. So this man has his son. He's like squatting he's squatting in a, oh my gosh, I just, in one fell swoop, here's the thing about my hair. In one fell swoop, I can make it becomes raggedy. You see this? I could part it like the Red Sea. I can make it look all nice and primmy and stuff, make it look like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Kid and Play, West Kid, but now, I don't, it is, anyway. Anyway, enough of that. But this father is going through it, but obviously he seems comfortable, right? Like he seems real comfortable. So he's got his son, he's squatting, right? And he's got his son over both knees, almost as if he was trying to give his son a spanking, but his son is forward. And, he's changing his diaper and everything like that. But it makes a point. Why aren't there any changing tables in men's bathrooms? There's always changing tables in women's bathrooms, even in the movie theater. There's changing tables in women's bathrooms. And I'm just like, who has the necessary time? Why are you bringing a child that has to have a diaper change to the movies? First off, ladies, why is that important? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that a thing? You're not supposed to. You mean you couldn't find an uncle, an aunt, a niece, a nephew, a cousin, anybody? Your mom couldn't watch that baby. Your dad couldn't watch that baby. Your man's dad or mom couldn't watch that baby. You don't got kids old enough to watch that baby. Stop taking that baby to the movie theater. That baby don't want to see Tyler Perry's new Medea movie. It's enough. That baby not trying to watch Avengers 4. No. Come on now. Anyway, um, I don't, I've never in my life seen a changing table in a men's bathroom. The closest you'd get is like a gender neutral family bathroom. But even then, that's still female oriented, really. It's really more so for the females, right? A Costco, yeah, parks, maybe even, you know what I mean, a restaurant, perhaps. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I know there are a lot of fathers that are absentee. I understand that. I recognize that. I'm not gonna say that I know what that's like because I don't. But um, for the fathers that are out there doing the thing every day, you know, trying to, support this baby and make sure this baby grows up the right way. I commend you. We need changing tables in those bathrooms. We need changing tables in those bathrooms. We gotta get it right. We gotta get it right. Also, I feel like it's a thing that men don't care enough. You know what I mean? Like men's bathrooms are serious business. Get in, get out, buy. You know what I mean? It is serious business. Women's bathroom is a little bit more, leisure. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why there's a whole change in area. I feel like in the first place because women will take the time to change their baby, even if their baby don't really need a change. They'll take the time to pull the table down, make sure their baby good and everything like that. Even if they're in a rush, because women just have that motherly touch, right? Dudes, nah. We all right, all right, bounce. You know what I mean? Don't skip the washing hands part. I listen to me. I know a lot of you nasty men. Y'all do it all the time. You hear me? Don't skip that part. Wash your filthy monkey hands. Anyway, but yeah, I just feel like men don't be caring, bro. Men don't be caring. Go in your diaper. You gotta go. That's what it's there for. You know what I mean? I just like you think about, but also you gotta think about this. You gotta think about this. There are adults who are in diapers right now. There are adults in diapers right now. They gotta get changed somehow. I don't know if they actually gonna be able to lay on that table. It's probably gonna break, but I mean they gotta be changed somehow. You know what I mean? Like that's a thing. You sometimes just got no control. You gotta wear a diaper when you're 72. It happens. It's a thing. You know, these changer tables. We got to do something about it. We got to do something about it because honestly, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It's not right. We shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? Like, and for the ladies shouldn't always have to change the diaper. I mean, come on now, it's 2022. What we doing? What we doing? Get it together. Get it together. More shade room topic content because why not? I saw a post with Jennifer Hudson on the front. I don't know. It was from New Year's Eve in 2014, and she sort of just it's really weird. But check it out on the shade room for yourself if you can find it. This is from some user named Victoria. And Victoria has quite the hot take. Victoria says, "Don't lose a loyal woman because she's occasionally unfaithful." Look here. Look here. Listen to me. Listen to me. This is serious business. Look at these eyes. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, there we go. If she is occasionally unfaithful, that means she is also occasionally loyal. You see what I did there? Because I did it. Focus. Listen. If she is occasionally unfaithful, that means she is occasionally loyal. Did I just do something? Come on in here. Come on in here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you are occasionally unfaithful, you can't classify as loyal. Like that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You cannot claim loyalty if on occasion you've been unfaithful. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Let's take relationships out of the picture, right? Let's take relationships out of the picture. Let's say you claim to be someone who is loyal on a diet, okay? But occasionally you cheat on that diet, right? Not on a scheduled cheat day, right? Because loyalty on a diet means I'm following the rules that I set up for myself. If my cheat day is every other Saturday and I go 2 Saturdays, back to back Saturdays, eating junk, right? Eating crap. That's loyalty. That's being unfaithful. Is it not? Let's talk about it. Comment down below. Let's comment down below. But in my head, what I see this as is if I cheat at any point, I don't care if it's after being 5 years of loyal, and then all of a sudden I cheat after 5 years of loyal, I am unfaithful. That's it. I don't care if it was a one-time off thing. You cannot claim to be loyal in year 7 when back in year 4 you was out running the streets. What? No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I don't. Let's look at some of the stuff they say. Victoria goes on to say, "Girls will be girls, and we are very sexual creatures, and sometimes we slip up because monogamy is not natural. We're only animals anyway." Them other dudes is tricks. We make love to y'all and want to be with y'all, but we smash other dudes occasionally. We don't know why, we just do. That's the situation. So you mean to tell me that you're gonna claim loyalty and admit to being unfaithful and then not even give a reason as to why? As to why you were unfaithful? What's going on here? I know y'all are probably really put off by the changing of light. I can't help it. I'm in the room. I don't really have great control of my, you know, my stuff. I don't have my ring light, so bear with me. But anyway, back to Shawty over here. Shawty over here. She bold. She bold out here. Is she bold? She goes on to say, "It's strictly pleasure. Don't lose your queen because of a little cheating." No, I'm gonna keep going before I get into that. I mean, if you look within yourself, you might see what you did to push her to look for some outside, and maybe give her a threesome from time to time. With like a Dave East looking man that'll keep her. And if she cheat on someone who look better than you and more money, does it really count as cheating? Yes. What the? What do I? Yes. What? Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I don't care if you cheated with me on Idris Elba. Hold on, let me think about this. Because Idris Elba is Idris Elba. Okay, if you cheated on me with Idris Elba, that's a different story. Okay, but let's say he was an Idris Elba lookalike. He wasn't Idris Elba. He wasn't making Idris Elba money. He just looked like Idris Elba. That's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. Not only for my self esteem, but for our relationship. Okay, that's a problem. You got to go. You got to go. She goes on to say, and stop going to bed in your do rag every night and them old baller shorts. Be sexy sometimes. Spice it up. Be her piece. What you want us wearing? Thongs? What are we supposed to go to bed in? Now, I say this as someone who will occasionally, from time to time, if the weather is right, I will go to bed in some sweats, right? I'm wearing sweats right now, but I'm not going to bed in these sweats. You know what I'm saying? I have pajama bottoms, I have pajama pants. The classic red and black plaid pajama. I got those. I got those. But is that really sexy? Is that what y'all want? Like, what's going on? What is going on, Victoria? Victoria, you wilding, girl. You wilding. But back to what she said about don't lose your queen because of a little cheating. I mean, if you look within yourself, you might see what you did to push her to look for some outside. Um, so here's my thing. Here's my thing. If it, I don't understand why y'all just can't talk to us. You see what I'm saying? Like, why can't y'all? And I know some of us have really fragile egos. I know dudes like that. They got the really fragile egos. I was once upon a time one of those dudes with a really fragile ego. I've come up. I've come up. But that being said, don't you think we deserve at least a conversation before you go off and start being scandalous, right? Like, if you want to get down with the Nelly Furtados of the world and be all promiscuous, go ahead, but you're not going to be associated with me no more. But like that's just where I draw the line. Like it is what it is. You gonna talk to me first before you go out there, philandering with whoever you got. No, no, I don't care. That's not how it works. And the craziest part about it all, and this is really telling of our society and our culture and the ridiculousness that is double standards. Because a homie, will go and occasionally cheat on his lady, on his woman, drop him. You don't need him. We knew he was front. We knew he was ratchet. We knew all blah 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 blah. The double standards are terrible. The double standards are terrible because it's the same with I think I saw this on the Shade Room. If not, I just saw it on Instagram somewhere. But a woman can go and sleep with 20, 30 dudes and be called scandalous, and she for the streets, right? Let a brother do that. Let a homie do that. Let one of the boys do that. There you go, King. That's what we do. That's what we do, King. Yes, sir. The double standards are never ending, and they're not going to stop. But when when you encourage the double standardness of it all, you become part of the problem. You become part of the problem. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's just enough. It's just enough. It's just enough. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say on that. That's it. That's it for that. But enough of that. Let's get into some serious business. We're going to play a little game that I want to introduce to the podcast from now on, and it'll be a lot more fun when I bring on guests because I really enjoy watching their reactions to this. But for now, it'll be just your boy telling it like it is. So we are going to play One Gotta Go. We are going to play One Gotta Go. Let's see here. What am I going to choose? All right, let's do this. One gotta go. We're doing types of food. All right. So we got junk food, candy, sweets, the hostess cakes, those kinds of things, honey buns, that anything that associates with junk, not necessarily like food. So junk food is one category. Chinese, seafood, Italian, Mexican, and soul food. Look, I'm gonna take junk food off the table for this because it's easy. If I got junk food up there as an option, junk food's gotta go, right? That's easy. I'm not losing all the other ones. So we're gonna take junk food off the table, and I'm only strictly gonna be looking at Chinese, seafood, Italian, Mexican, soul food. Make it a little tough on myself, right? One gotta go, you get to keep four. So there's five, get rid of one, keep four. I'll do it one by one, like which ones I'm keeping, and then go down to the last two and we'll do it from there. Um, First one that's coming off the table for me is Mexican food. I know what you're thinking. What you're doing for the culture? You got to take soul food off first. You got to keep soul food. Mexican food is never not good. Do you hear me? Mexican food is never not good. You don't understand. And here's the crazy part about it. Like when you really break it down, right? The majority of the Mexican food that people eat in American culture, I'm not even talking like the authentic Mexican that you would like literally have to travel to Mexico to get, right? The authentic American cuisine-esque Tex-Mex Mexican, right? When you talk about tacos, crunchy or soft, burritos, nachos, right? Like those things, like enchiladas, right? Like tostadas, like right, the stuff that people eat regularly. When you think about it, when you really break it down, you're only using the same ingredients in different variations. You're using tortillas in some form, right? Whether they're chips, whether it's a hard shell tortilla for the tostada, whether it's a crunchy tortilla, corn tortilla, flour tortilla, whatever. You're using some form of tortilla, some kind of meat, asada, pollo, al pastor, something like that, right? Some form of meat. Frijoles in there, arroz in there, crema if you're a crema person, guacamole, some type of salsa, queso. You're only using those things, right? Like those are the things, like tomate. Like you're just that's it, right? And in every form, it hits. Every form. Flautas, which people, for my Latinx friends, please let me know. Um, and my Mexican friends, especially because this is your food. Um, Let me know. Are flautas and taquitos, are they the same thing, just said differently? Because someone told me one time that they're like flautas. They were trying to explain flautas to me, and they're like taquitos, but I don't know what that necessarily means that they are taquitos, right? Like, are they saying like, could I put an equals in the middle of those two words and it like that would work or not? You let me know down below, please. So there's no way I'm getting rid of Mexican food because then we haven't even got to the soup, the sopas, right? The soups. I hope I said that right. I really hope I said that right. Sopas. I don't know. Shout out to Shanika's class, East Side, represent. She's not dead. Anyway, represent. But the soups, pasole, mole, like, oh my gosh, bro, dude. Don't even give me Mexican off the board first. Got to keep it. Got to keep it. Next off the board for me would be Chinese. I know the culture is about to rip me apart because I haven't saved soul food yet. I know. But there is just something about lo mein, chow mein, pot stickers, dumplings, bao, which is like a form of dumpling, soup dumplings. Soup dumplings are fire. Um, I love, especially going to restaurants where you just like you order one thing and then they bring like a big old bowl of it and then y'all just share it within a table. Um, this past year, me and my homies, um, we've been going to Crouching Tiger a lot, um, and yeah, yeah, we've been going to Crouching Tiger a lot. Um, so yeah, that's where we are. Um, I love Crouching Tiger. It's great, uh, and it's never not a good experience for me. Um, it's never not a great experience. I love Crouching Tiger, and any place that I go to that has that sort of style of we're just gonna give you a bunch of crap and you're just gonna eat it all and we're just gonna keep it coming. I love it. I think buffets are like when I think of Chinese food, I think of buffets. Honestly, I do. I really, really do. Um, there was a buffet when I lived in Vegas one time. We used to go to it all the time, and I loved it so much. I love that buffet. I wonder if it's still in business. If not, it should be. So sad. But yeah, so Chinese food, um, rice, fried rice, is too good. Yeah, like come on. Um, I want to say orange chicken, but it's not really. It's not really Chinese, not authentically. It's an American invention. We did that. But I mean, we're not going to sit here and act like orange chicken ain't good. Okay, that's what we're not going to do. If you are going to sit here in this courtroom, act like orange chicken ain't good, out, get out. Anyway, Chinese food, it stays. Now we got Italian food, seafood, soul food. Soul food finally is getting saved. That's yes. I'm not gonna get rid of soul food. Let's pump the brakes. Soul food was never in danger. Relax, okay? Soul food. I mean, it's my culture. It's what we do. It's what we're good at. It's what we're best at. I love it so much. Um, I love it a lot. I really do love soul food. The cornbreads, the mac and cheese, the turkey, the fried chicken, the all of it. It's just it. I love it. I love it a lot. Like it's soul food. Like what are you like? It's soul food. Like what are you gonna like what are you gonna do? That was it was a homie, one of my friends outside. Just saying what's up. Anyway, um, yeah, soul food. I love it. It's just the only thing about soul food, and it's kind of seafood or related, but it's a part of it. Um, Shrimp. Can't do shrimp, and that's the other thing about Mexican food is that they do shrimp too, and I'm not too big of a fan of shrimp. But when they do stuff like cebolla, did I say that right? I did not say that right. Ceviche. That's what I meant to say. Is that what I meant to say? Someone help me out, okay? Someone help me out, please. But I think it's ceviche. That's great. Ceviche is bomb. But I also need to know if it's Mexican. Otherwise, I I apologize if I'm doing this wrong. One time I was like, one time we were talking about like the Mount Rushmore of Mexican foods for people, and I was like, the pusas, and they were like, that's Salvadorian, and I was like, what? What you mean? And that's when I found out that it was Salvadorian because someone told me that it was Mexican one time. And I was like, oh, well then that's great too. But it's not actually, it's Salvadorian. So to my Salvadorian friends, I apologize. I didn't know. Now I know. Anyway, ceviche is great, but I can't get behind the shrimp. That's the thing. I can't do it. But anyway, soul food's great. Ribs. I mean, if there ain't no ribs at a barbecue, what are we doing? Like what are we doing? Like there has to be ribs. There has to be. You can't have a barbecue and not have ribs. You just can't. Anyway, so now it's between seafood and Italian. Here's what I enjoy from both. Lasagna, my favorite food ever. So having to get rid of lasagna, oh good lord, I don't know if I could do it. I love lasagna so much. If you know me, you know lasagna is my favorite food of all time. I love lasagna. Garlic bread, it's great. It's great. Love garlic bread, even though it's not really Italian, authentic Italian. I had a conversation with an authentic Italian last night. He goes to college with me, um, and I asked him a question about different Italian foods and one gotta go, and he said he would get rid of garlic bread. I was like, interesting, okay. It was interesting. Um, but I love pesto. Alfredo is good. I love the noodles, the pastas. They're great. Um, calzones are great. Cannolis, because I mean, if you get rid of these foods, you also get rid of the desserts. You got to think about that. So that's tough. And then there's seafood. Here's the deal. Before seafood, and the weird part is in this picture, I see potatoes, I see corn, and some sausage. That's not seafood. That's just regular soul food. But here's the deal. If you get rid of seafood, I feel like you would also have to get rid of gumbo because you can't have gumbo without crab and shrimp. I'm aware of that. I recognize that. And I love me some gumbo. Love gumbo. Um, but I just don't know if I can. Because before, I wasn't really a big seafood guy. Shrimp was fed to me so much as a kid that I just don't really mess with it now if I can help it. Um, I didn't like crab at first in my gumbo. I was like, no gumbo or no crab in my gumbo, right? Like my dad, every New Year's, he would make gumbo and he would always have to make a separate pot with no crab for me. Not just for me. I'm not that fat, but I mean, still, I mean, you got to. Anyway, uh, I'm 204, guys. Leave me alone. Um, what else? I can do some fish. You know, I mess with salmon from time to time, tilapia, even though it's a man-made fish. I don't know why that's still on the market. Like, what you ever seen a tilapia? You ever catch a tilapia? For those of you who go fishing, you ever catch one? No, you haven't. You can't because it doesn't exist. It's a made-up fish. Anyway, doesn't make it not good though. So I do seafood. You know, I haven't had crawfish, even though I want to try it. Um, I don't do the scallops or the oysters or anything like that or the sardines. Um, but I don't know if I can get rid of crab boils. I've been to New Orleans and I've had a real authentic crab boil. My God, so good. Um, I don't know. I don't know. If I had to get rid of one between seafood and Italian, seafood has to go. Seafood has to go. It has to be seafood. Um, because there's more seafood dishes that I don't eat than there are Italian dishes that I don't eat. You see what I'm saying? And I've been to Italy and I love cannolis and I can't do it. There's just no way. I can't. So as much as this hurts me and as much as this pains me, I went so long in my life without having gumbo with crab. And I don't mess with shrimp like that anyway. So I'll survive as far as gumbo goes. Um, I still have soul food to keep me company in some areas that are kind of like seafood esque. So I think I'll be okay. I think I can live with that. So yeah, seafood's got to go. Um, as much as I love it, seafood's got to go because there's just too much stuff that I haven't had and I don't think I want to try because it doesn't look appealing to me. That I have to go that way. So yeah, but that's my list. That's been another episode of the Verdict Podcast. Thank y'all so much for listening. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for, I guess, tolerating. I mean, you don't really have a choice. You're just gonna watch this video either way, whether I'm in my room or not in my room. You're gonna watch this video either way. So I guess that don't matter. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the topics I covered in this episode. Which food would you get rid of? Are you adding junk food on the table, or does junk food make it too easy for you? Because I'm telling you, if junk food is on here and I can keep seafood, oh, please, best believe, buy junk food. But I had to make it interesting so I could at least give y'all some content, give y'all an episode. Anyway, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree with the foods that I kept? Do you think I should have kept seafood? Which one would you get rid of if you had the choice? Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe to JCENT and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of the Verdict Podcast every Friday. That's right, every Friday. All right, I'm out of here. See y'all later. I got auditions to go to. Y'all wish me luck. See you next time. Court over. We out.